What's good? What's good, man? I'm back with another video. This gonna be a low taper tutorial, and I'm gonna just let you know right now before anything, I didn't get the best angles on this video, and the lighting was a little messed up in some of the earlier shots, so I apologize for that. But I'll do my best to try to explain what I'm doing, but it's pretty straightforward, and it's real raw footage, so I mean, hopefully enjoy that better than if it was put together a little more professionally. But yeah, let's get into it. The first step was just, as you saw, just clipping up the hair and making sure you can see what you're actually cutting. So next step is just combing down that hair, and I'm going in. The hair is already pretty short, so I'm going in with the bald line, and I'm keeping it low. I'm gonna add a nice slight curve to that bald line, but nothing too crazy. It's just a low taper. I want to keep that shape though of that slight curve. Then I'm going in with the lever open, no guard, and I'm going up about 1 inch, creating my second guideline, or my first guideline rather. Yeah, you can see the lighting is kind of like real bright on this head, so you can't really see what I'm cutting. Now I take the 1 guard and I close the lever, and I'm just going up about like 1/2 inch, trying to soften that line. I'm trying to just blend it into the top, not the top, blend it into the rest of the sides. Then I open that lever, went up a little more. You see there's still a line there. Now I'm gonna take that 1.5 guard closed and just go up. I knew already the hair was kind of like, it was I could already tell it was a 1.5, so that's how I knew to use that guard. Right here, you see me just taking that bottom line out. I would, if you're just beginning, I would start with the lever halfway to take that bottom line out, and then work your way to it closed. Always brush or comb down the hair while you're cutting too, man, just to make sure everything's neat and brushed down, and there's no loose hairs in your fade. See me using the corners right here? This is a good trick. If you ever have dark spots or you can't get a line out with a guard, take the guard off, open the lever, and hit those dark spots with the corners of your blade. Don't use the whole blade, especially on low tapers. You're gonna need to use the corners, because it's gonna help you fade in small areas. Then I put that 1 guard on again, and I'm just detailing, making sure everything is smooth and transitions well. Went on to the back. Back is pretty straightforward, same steps. Start with your ball line. I had a little bit of trouble with the back though because the hairs were going like 1,000 different ways, you know, but just stay consistent and be patient, you know, it's gonna come together. Then I went in with the so I did the ball line, then I took the lever open, went up an inch, and then I took that one guard, went up another like ½ inch. Then you start blending. Right now I'm taking down that front line with the one guard on, and I close the lever. You know, I've cut his hair before, so I knew to use the lever close with the one guard. But if you've never cut the person's hair before, I would say start a little higher. You know, just ease your way into it, because you never know if they're like, if the front, you don't want the front line to be too light. You know what I mean? Here's a little trick, man, a little tip. I take alcohol, spray it on, I use the neck strip. I sprayed it on the neck strip and just wiped his edge up line, his line up area, you know? That's gonna clean the skin, and it's gonna give you a cleaner lineup naturally. That's just a little tip right there, man. There's a bunch of different things you can do, but that's just one of the ways, you know. We start, I would say, if you're first starting, start in the middle, you know, and then just go to one side, and then start in the middle and go to the other side. It's probably the best way to start off. You already see that line is sharp on that left side, man. It's coming together. Hey man, another quick tip. When you're doing a low taper, you want to make sure that around the ear, that lineup around the ear is pretty sharp, man, because that could really bring out your whole fade. You know what I mean? Especially with low tapers. That could really bring it out. That could be the centerpiece of your fade right there behind the ear. So yeah, man, just take your time on that. Right here, I'm just spraying the hairspray. I use Got2b hairspray, and that I'm just spraying a little bit just to lay the hairs down. And I'm gonna go in with some hair fibers right here. Keep in mind, you really don't need to use hair fibers. I'm just using it for the video purpose, but as you saw, the cut was already clean with no fibers. And honestly, I don't really use these in the shop. It just takes too long, and you don't really need it. You know what I mean? So don't think you gotta use enhancements and all that when you're cutting hair, man. It's really not all that. You know what I'm saying? You can get this. You can achieve the same thing with a natural cut. This just makes it pop a little more for the video's sake, and why not? You know. But don't feel like you have to use this stuff to get a clean cut. You see, this cut is coming out crispy, man. When you're doing these type of cuts, man, just take your time. Don't rush anything, and it'll come together, you know. Don't ever panic when you can't get a line out, or like you feel like you're stuck on one spot. Don't panic. Just remember your steps, and there's always a way around the issue.
Pick up the phone.
This is the final cut. Apologize again for the bad angles. I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully you pick something up from this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and comment down below what you rate in this cut. And yeah, man, I'll see you in the next video. Coming back with bangers, man.